Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another 7 for 7 episode. I believe this is episode 5. This series was inspired by LL Beauty, so I'll have her channel as well as her series linked down below, but essentially I choose 7 products. I do it every 2 weeks, so it's actually 7 and 14, but 7 and 7, as I always say, sounds better. I choose 7 products to focus on for 2 weeks. The opposite weeks I have my Shop My Stash videos, which I post, but yeah, I just focus on 7 products, like focus really hard, and it's just like a wide variety of products that I select. So in today's episode we are going to talk about these 7 products that I was focused on last rotation, and then I will tell you about these 7 products that I am focused on in this next rotation. And also today is day 8, I believe, in my 10 days of holiday giveaways, so there will be a prize in this video, as well as I'll let you know how to enter. If you missed my kickoff video where I talk about my 10 days of holiday giveaways, I will leave that link down below. That just has more information about, it talks about all the products or all the prizes that I'll be giving away or have been giving away over the course of the last 10 days, as well as more information on how to enter. We'll get more into that later in this video. Before we get started with this update, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so before you go. I do post videos 5 days a week, so I do hope you will consider subscribing before you go. But other than that, let's just get into today's video. I don't really know how I want my sweater to be. Like, do we want it off the shoulders? We're gonna go with that because it's like falling off my shoulders anyway. All right, guys, let's talk about the 7 products that I was focused on last rotation. So starting with this guy right here, I have this little deluxe size of the MAC Strobe Cream. I ended up using this a total of only 3 times. This was my least successful product of all the products. I think I'm gonna have to throw this into my 20 and 2020 project because I just don't feel inspired to reach for this, even though when I use this I like the way that it looks. The few times that I did use it, I usually ended up using it almost as a primer all over my face, and then one time I just put it on my face and went to the gym. I didn't put anything else over it, and it just made me look beaming, and I actually kind of enjoyed it that way. I know you could use this as like a liquid highlight too. I don't really enjoy liquid highlights or cream highlights, so I kind of just use this as a primer. I've used this in the past and mixed it in with foundations that are too matte for me, and that works too. It's just not a product that I feel inspired to reach for, and that kind of showed when I was like trying to focus on it, and I still only used it 3 times. Next we had the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist. I really like this mist. I used to think you couldn't go too heavy-handed with this. My mind has since changed. This, I feel like just with all glowy setting sprays you can end up going like too heavy, and then you just look like a bit of a greasy mess. The reason I wanted to pull this in was because I saw Lauren from Lauren May Beauty post a video about like how makeup products do expire, and she was showing her Glow Recipe mist and it didn't have this baby pink color anymore, and I knew I was creeping in on 6 months of owning this product, which is, I believe, the shelf life for this, only 6 months. So I wanted to make sure that I was focused on this and that I use this up before this goes bad or expires. This is something that I would consider picking up in the future. I do like this mist. Again, just with any like glowy primer, or not primer, glowy setting mist, glowy spray, you have to be a little bit careful with how much you're spraying onto your skin. I had 2 lip products that I was focused on. First, I had this Kylie lip liner in the shade, I believe, Malibu, yes, right here, which I actually really ended up enjoying. I liked to pair this with my Bite French Press lip gloss in flat white. Both products are cool toned, and I felt like they paired really nicely together. I ended up using this lip liner a total of 4 times, so I didn't hit my goal of 7, but this is something that I'm going to keep out on like my vanity to remind me to use this, because I really enjoyed this when I did use it. It just was a little bit, I don't want to say dramatic, but it wasn't something that like I wanted to wear to work every day, just because sometimes I would get it where I wore it to work 2 days, and both days like I just used this like I had used it almost like a lipstick rather than a lip liner, and then it wore away on like everything except for the outer perimeter of my lips, and I looked a little bit crazy. But I do really like this lip liner. I think it's really nice. And then I also had pulled this lip product from Nude Sticks. This is the Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in the shade Sin. and I really love this shade. This is one that was really easy for me to wear to work, and it's creamy yet matte. It's a little bit drying on the lips, but nothing like a liquid lipstick type of drying. I also ended up using this a total of 4 times. I wasn't really thinking when I tossed in 2 lip products and 2 lip products that don't really pair well together, because this is a little bit more warm toned, whereas the Kylie lip liner was cool toned, so it's not like I could wear the 2 together. But I did really enjoy using this. This is something I was considering decluttering, but I definitely do want to keep this after putting this in this rotation. Okay, this product was a bit of a letdown. This is from Kaja. It's their Mochi Glow Highlighter. I ended up using this 5 times, and the reason I put this in rotation was because I had used it a couple times prior to putting it in the 7 for 7 and wasn't a huge fan of it, so I wanted to really focus on it for 7 days and see if there was a way I could use it that I enjoyed. And my problem with this is, as a highlight, it just ends up being very glittery on the cheeks, too glittery for my personal preference. I have used it, I've also tried using it as an inner corner highlight, which is okay. I kind of like it that way, but I also don't really like having to like reach for a separate product always for my inner corner, like just for my inner corner highlight. I use this as like a body highlighter one day too. Maybe I'll just toss it on my shoulder right now since it's exposed. I feel like you can't even really see that. I don't know, it's just not a product I loved or ended up loving. When I swatched this in the store a couple months ago, I thought that the texture was super unique, which I still believe the texture is unique. I just don't feel like it translates into a really great product. So this one is a little bit of a letdown. And I can't remember if I said, but I used this 5 times. So I have been trying to toss in a fragrance every single rotation, and this past rotation I had the Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere little fragrance sample from Philosophy, and this was full, and as you can see it's almost gone. I ended up using this a total of 6 times. I really love the scent of this, and I'm just gonna leave this on my vanity and finish this in the next few days. It's really nice. Right up my alley. I don't know if this is something that I would purchase in a full size just because I would like this, but I prefer the replica by the Fireside or Fireplace, I can't remember. And then I also really have been enjoying MAC Velvet Teddy, which smells like vanilla and tobacco. So between those two, I feel like I wouldn't need a third scent that's super like, this reminds me of the holidays. It truly, in my opinion, smells like warm cashmere, or like I would imagine something with a cashmere scent would smell like. It's really nice, but I feel like I don't necessarily need another full-size fragrance. But if you like cashmere scented things, would highly recommend checking this out from Philosophy. And then the last product was this Kokie Contour Kit, and I gotta say, the first time I used this, after pulling this in, I was like, ooh, I might have to end up decluttering this, just because it was super skippy on my cheeks. But I think it ended up being just that my foundation wasn't fully set, because I did end up using this 6 times in total and really enjoyed it the other 5 times. So this is something that I will keep. I've been getting more into contouring again. This is like essentially a dupe for the Kat Von D Shade and Light, but this is $15, I believe, as opposed to $50 for the Kat Von D version. So I really enjoyed this. I used this shade right here for me personally to contour, and then I ended up using this shade to set underneath my eyes a couple times. Not my favorite for setting underneath my eyes. I do tend to have like drier under eyes, so I have to be really careful with what I'm using to set underneath my eyes, but I did really enjoy this as a contour. So that is the 7th product, and now let's move on to the 7 products that I'm going to be focused on for this next rotation. But first, let's talk about today's prize. So I'm really excited for today's giveaway. I'm going to be giving away the Carnival Celebration from Sol de Janeiro. This comes with a full size of the Boom Boom Cream, which I absolutely love. I'm sure many of you know this is just like a cult classic product. It also comes with the Brazilian Crush like spray, the body spray, which I haven't ever tried myself, but I've heard it smells just like the Boom Boom Cream. It also comes with a little trial size of the Brazilian Play Moisturizing Shower Gel. Also, I have never tried this product, but again, if it smells like the Boom Boom Cream, I mean, The more products you can have that smell like that, the better in my opinion. And then it also comes with a hand cream. Again, the only product I personally have tried in this is the Boom Boom cream, which I love, so I can't necessarily speak on the other products, but I thought that this would be a really fun product to give away, just because again, the Boom Boom like craze, it's a cult classic. So I wanted to pick this up to give away to one of you guys. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment with the crying face emoji. That's the one we're gonna go with today. The like laugh crying, not like the crying. I'll post a picture of the emoji that I'm talking about right here. So leave me a comment with that emoji, as well as a way for me to get a hold of you, whether that be an email, an Instagram handle, whatever it may be, just a way for me to get a hold of you if you are the winner. This giveaway will run for 1 week, and then I will select a winner and post the winner in my description box, as well as on my community tab. And then on December 11th, I will be sending out all of the 10 prizes to the 10 winners, so that hopefully you guys can get your prizes before the holidays. Again, if you want more information on my 10 days of giveaway, I will leave that video down below. But this is going to be today's prize, and I'm really excited for somebody to get their hands on the Boom Boom Carnival Celebration Kit. Okay, so then moving on to the 7 products that I'm going to be focused on for the next 7 days. Starting with this NARS cheek palette. This is currently going in my Roulette Pan collab, and my goal is to use this 40 times throughout the duration of that project, and it's not going too well for me, not going too well. So I thought that I would pull this to give me a little boost of motivation to use this. This does come with 3 separate blushes. I really enjoy this blush right now for this time of year. In fact, I actually used this blush today when I was doing my makeup. This is in the shade Amour, and then you have Orgasm and Luster. Orgasm and Luster are both glowy blushes, not my favorite for this time of year, and Orgasm just isn't my favorite blush in general, but I love this cheek palette because the packaging is just so cute. So this is going to be product number 1 that I'm focused on. Product number 2 is another cheek palette, but this is a highlight palette. This is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator palette. I've had this palette for a while. This has 3 of the Laura Geller baked highlighters. You have Ballerina, Gilded Honey, and then Peach Glow. Peach Glow is probably my favorite. I know Gilded Honey is like kind of like the cult classic. Like there was a time where everyone was recommending this. I feel like nobody talks about Laura Geller highlights anymore, but I still really do like them. So I thought that this would be a fun one to pull. I knew I wanted to pull some sort of highlighting product for this rotation, and I thought that this would be a good one because this is getting older in my collection, and it has been a little bit since I have reached for this one. For my fragrance, I have this little guy from Stella McCartney, and I actually only have like half of this left, barely any. This is a little bit more cleaner, or like more fresh scented, almost a little bit sweeter. Well, not almost, it is a little bit sweeter, or a lot bit sweeter than some of the other fragrances that I have been reaching for, but I feel like this will just be a few uses before this is gone. And my little trial size perfume cup is just out of control, so the more I can get rid of, the better. So this is going to be the fragrance that I'm focused on. Okay, another item that's in my project pan. This is going in my 19 in 2019, and I've been doing horribly with this one, and I can tell you right now, I'll probably end up reaching for this one time if I'm lucky, but I'm fingers crossed, really gonna try. I'm really gonna try and reach for this at least 7 times. This is my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Sunlight, and this is the liquid highlighter. This is getting very old in my collection. No matter where I am with this product at the end of the year, I am going to just end up decluttering this because it is getting old. I just don't like liquid highlights, and I never feel like reaching for them just because I feel like they take more time. But I'm really going to put an effort in and try and get some more use out of this, so that hopefully my finale for my 19 in 2019 isn't as embarrassing with this product as it could be. Another 19 in 2019 product is my Urban Decay Starfire eyeliner. So here is the eyeliner. It's a really beautiful copper eyeliner. I just always reach for my dark brown over this, so I thought this would be a good one to throw in. I feel like I've already put this in a 7 for 7. I could be wrong, but my goal with this is to get down to at least here, and I only have about a month left, you guys. And I only have about a month left with this, so I really need to start hustling with this. So I thought this would give me some good motivation to get some more use out of this before the end of the year. For my lip liner, I'm doing another Kylie Cosmetics one. This is in the shade Ginger. and this is definitely more warm toned than the one that I was reaching for last month, but I thought that this was neutral enough that I might be able to like wear this one to work and feel confident wearing it to work. So I thought that this would be an easy one, hopefully, to get some use out of, and that is why I decided to pull this. And then for my 7th and final product, I'm pulling a single shadow because I'm horrible at utilizing my single shadow collection. This is from Urban Decay. This is in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and this used to be a favorite shade of mine, but I just find that it has way too much glitter in it, or that it has glitter that falls out on my face every single day, I feel like. But I'm gonna try and get some use out of this. I feel like this would be an easy one to just use as an all over lid shade, even on days that I'm going to work, because it's so neutral. So I thought this would be an easy one to get some use out of. I'm hoping that's the case. And yeah, this is the 7th product that I'll be focused on for this rotation in my 7 for 7. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for sticking around to watch. Don't forget to enter the giveaway if you are interested, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye.